Hello, everyone. My name is oldish 22, and I'm here today to talk about a Realm Reborn. And I'm a brand new player to this game. I am a Sprout. Down or next to me here, I'm playing really early um, footage of me playing the game. Like this is me brand new. I didn't want to spoil anything, so like no spoilers or anything. So I put like the really low leveling as footage for this video. So don't have to worry about that. Plus, I have no idea at this time what the heck I'm doing. Anyways, though, let's talk about Realm Reborn. As a new player, everyone's told me that AR is the worst expansion of this. And to me personally, I I don't know. I really enjoyed ARR. I took it really slow and I dove into like a lot of systems in the game. So the story though has ups and downs as pacing. It does have pacing issues in Realm Reborn because I finished Realm Reborn all the way. I'm not even talking about 2.0. I'm talking about all the way to 2.5. I finished all. I'm at Heaven's Ward, like actually at Heaven's Ward. And I'm showing footage right now of my monk. Sorry for the crappy footage because I had to fix settings and unfortunately, whatever, so it's kind of blurry down there. But anyways, I started as a monk. I got him to level 28. I wanted to try Black Mage. I wanted to see how casting was in the game. I got my Black Mage all the way to 52. That's where my Black Mage is, but I switched to Samurai, and I'm really liking Samurai. I'm like level 55. That's where I'm right now. I'm a little bit into Heaven's Ward, but I'm really enjoying. ARR though, it is like I said, for the story, there is pacing issues. And I think the biggest pacing issue was like level 30, around level 30. And I won't do any spoilers or anything. But there's quests there where you have like a big fight coming up, but you have to do all these little things. Like literally, like I think there's like 10 quests you have to do just to get to this big thing. And it's kind of annoying because it's like you have to go over here, grab this thing, you have to go back, talk to that guy again. That guy's gonna send you over here, then you gotta go back, this and that. It slows down. So in a long story like this, I personally I kind of expect that it's gonna slow down up. Me, it didn't bother me too much because I'm pacing myself. I'm taking my time. I'm actually reading most dialogue, not all the dialogue. I'm sorry, I have not read all the dialogue. I skipped some stuff where I think um where I think it's not important. I don't know if it's not or if it is. It's pretty much like when the quest was like saying, "Hey, I need you to go pick up this crate or something." I kind of just like I kind of like skim through a little bit. Like I kind of do like a little quick read. I'll read the first sentence and like, this is not that important, and I kind of skip through the dialogue. Anyways, so I kind of skip through that dialogue. There's a dip. The other part of the story that I want to say that I don't like, but it slows down is that after you finish 2.0 to 2.5. So if you guys are brand new players, when you finish 2.0, which is technically the end of, it's not the end of AR. Well, it is the end of ARR, but then they do a build up to Heaven's Ward. So just so you know, when you finish 2.0, you have like another 80 quests. But I want you to know they're not that bad. The build up to me is actually pretty good. It is pretty good. It's not amazing or anything, but it's pretty good. And you got to remember, it starts a slow. It's like another snowball starting up. You finish that one big snowball, and now they're starting a new snowball because it slowly starts going, and then it gets more bigger and bigger, and then yeah, by the end of 2.5 there. So, but personally, I enjoy the story so far. I can't wait to get like really far into Heaven's Ward, and I don't know. I'm super excited. Like I'm like in for sure. And if I did skip some dialogue and then think back, well, I'll just go back and play through either start a new character or do new game plus, which is really cool that they have this feature in it. So yeah, that's pretty much my story thoughts without any spoilers because you have to experience it. If people are wondering, so I know some players that just don't really care for the story at all, whatever their situation is. I don't know if I can really even say this right now because I don't know the whole story. I don't know the whole thing, but I do know I have some friends that wouldn't care too much about the story. I personally think you can just treat the things as quests and you can skim through it and you might be fine. And they might, to me, it's like I would rather them kind of be caught by surprise by the story maybe later on. We're like, wait, I kind of want to know more about this. Maybe I should go back and like play it through. So to me, it's like I think you can just get by because I think the gameplay. Everyone talks about how great Final Fantasy 14 story is, which I am really enjoying it. But man, the systems in this game, I really, really enjoy. Like their crafting is amazing. I think it's probably the best crafting system, most in depth system I've seen in an MMO. Like it is like you got to put in work, but it pays off, and that's what I like about Final Fantasy 14. Their systems in this game is so freaking good. Like everything is like in depth. Like they have like the system grows on. Like they put work in. Like the further you get, the more you more things like open up and everything like that. Because I love fishing. I love fishing in any game. I don't know what it is, but I just do. I like going out there casting my pole, fishing, catching fish, and this has like a fishing log. It has ocean fishing, which is freaking awesome. I did some ocean fishing. I really enjoyed that. It's not like a crazy, crazy thing, but it's actually pretty fun. It's kind of like this like fishing competition with 23 other people, and you do a little competition. Obviously, if your fishing level's higher, the more points you can get, of course, and stuff. So you got to put in the work and all that. Then you get like fishing quests. Everything has like a fishing, or every profession has like a 5 level quest, just like your class quests, which is cool because like each class has its own story, which is it's just wild. There's so many systems in this game, and I love that. I love the class systems. I have been skipping the class systems. I apologize. I kind of plan on making another character as because I want to play like I think I want to play like the dragon guy or maybe the big cat guys. I don't remember what they're called. So, and I might right now I'm focusing on the main story, and I might when I do my next character, which is probably way down the line, but I'll probably not skip any of the class quests and actually read those and kind of skip the main quest because I already did it. That's kind of my thought process, at least, anyways, of that. But yeah, again, the systems, the other things in ARR, because I did a lot of the unlockable quests, which is really, really cool. I really like the unlockable quests. That's pretty much the little plus sign ones. Those are really, really cool because it just pretty much tells you that if you do this quest line, you will unlock something. Could be an emote, could be a dance, could be like the barbershop. It could be your is the chocobo? Yeah, I think the chocobo. Like Palace of the Dead is one of them. But if you do them, you can unlock the stuff or like trials. They'll unlock trials, harder versions of trials, or dungeons like that. And I have to say, I love the trials. I really do like the trials. I like the dungeons. I think they do a really good job pacing for dungeons. So like when you do your first few dungeons, they're super easy. They pretty much treat you like this is your first MMO, which I do like. I do like. But if you've played MMOs and stuff like that, it's going to be a cakewalk. But the further you get, they throw more and more mechanics at you, and it starts getting a little bit tougher. And it's good. It's just a good learning. It's a good progression to each one, and I really enjoyed that. Like I said, the trial fights they're pretty badass. What else? The Beastman tribe. I have not done any of the Beastman tribes. I have unlocked them, But I think that's a pretty cool system where it's kind of like the old school World of Warcraft rep systems, except for I don't think you are locked on the dailies and stuff because in WoW it used to be like you have to go do your dailies for this rep. And you can only do so many quests. I think you can just like work on it if you want to work on it all day. I think that's pretty much what my friends told me. I haven't been able to test it out yet, but I do plan on it. But I really want to get more into the main story. But yeah, I took like a whole like 2 days, not a whole 2 days, but my 2 days of streaming. I only play a couple hours a night. I'm a father, and I got kids. Well, I got a baby coming, and I got a kid. I got a 7-year-old I'm taking care of. He keeps me busy, so I get a few hours at nighttime to play, and I've already put. Let's say I put in almost 6 days of playing time, and I've been playing for like month and a half, I think, somewhere around there. And yeah, I've been playing a lot. Like Saturday nights, like I get to stay up quite a bit and play. But yeah, I'm chilling. I'm having a lot of fun. I've been doing a lot of stuff. Like I said, I've been doing some of the crafting. I did like mining. I've done a little bit of culinary. I love the fate system is really great, which is like these little events. Actually, right now down here, I'm actually doing a fate, and it's just these little events that happen in the world. It's really really cool. The other thing is, this game feels like an MMO. I haven't had this feeling in a really long time. Um, where like you're just like out in the world and you just like run into people, people talk to you. The community is super nice, absolutely super nice. Yeah, you'll get like one person, you get like a bad apple every now and, but from my experience, I haven't had one yet. I haven't had a bad apple where someone was like flipping out or anything like that. I haven't. Everyone's been really really cool, but the world is just really cool because like it's just alive. I love that I see random people out there questing or they're doing professions or they're doing they're doing something or you see like a party going by and doing fates and stuff like that. It's really really cool. I also like the class system. So I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of before I even played Final Fantasy, I was kind of against the whole class system because I'm used to World of Warcraft where I like making alts and stuff like that. But I'm gonna take it back. I actually think Final Fantasy 14 system is better. I think it's awesome. I like switching through classes, and I think it works really good. I was totally wrong about it, and I take that back. So that was my bad. I told a lot of my community on here that I rather the other system, but nope. I actually like the system Final Fantasy 14 has. I think it's really really cool. And let's see what else am I forgetting here? But yeah, the community is great. These systems are really, really cool. I mean, there's so much. I haven't even talked like the gold saucer. I just got into what is it, Trippid Triad, the card game, and I'm like, oh no! Like, so I was doing the unlockable quest, and I ran in there, and I unlocked that. I'm like, oh no! So I started playing that, and I'm like, I'm not gonna get back to the main quest, and that's something I like. When okay, so like old school World of Warcraft, like obviously vanilla and like BC and Lich King, I liked the leveling. And yeah, leveling took long, but like there was times where like I'll just go like work on a profession, or I'll go try to make some money. There was like little things that I like doing while leveling because it wasn't like, oh, I got to push to max level. It's like, oh no, I'll just work a little bit on this because you take breaks, and that's how I did like in Final Fantasy 14. I took breaks. Like I pushed through the main story, and I'm like, you know what? I want to fish, or I want to work on one of the professions for a little bit, and just give myself a little breather from the MSQ, or like I'll go to the Gold Saucer and mess around in there, which I've done like one of the jump events that they do. It's really really cool. It's got these like random events. I haven't tried the minion battle thing yet, which is pretty much their pet battle system. I haven't tried that yet. I really do want to try that. But like, man, there's so much content in this game. It's absolutely nuts, and it's like, and I'm a completionist, so it's like, I got to get these achievements. I've been working on a lot of the fishing achievements off stream. I've been working a lot. Like I'm just like sitting there. I don't know. There's like one where I got to catch like 500 fish in a level. I think it's like level 31 to 41 area, and so I've been like doing that while I'm watching shows. I'm just fishing. Kind of reminds me back in the day when I have played old school RuneScape. It kind of reminds me back in the day. It's like to get my fishing level in RuneScape, I would just sit there and like I don't know binge watch a show, which is awesome. I love that it has it in this game. It is great. Um, the other thing is the music. Oh god, the music's so freaking good. It's so good, and it makes the fights a lot better. Especially, I love the Titan song. I love. Was it? What's her name? The Shiva or Garuda? Oh, I can't remember. Was it Shiva? But I don't know. That was a really cool fight. Really good music. A lot of the. I guess I don't know if that. I guess that is kind of spoilery. So. Um. But anyways, they probably if you're new, you probably don't know what they are, unless maybe you're old school Final Fantasy player. Maybe you do. But anyways, those fights are really really cool, and I apologize if that is spoiling. I hope it's not spoiling, but yeah. Um. So yeah, the music is fantastic, which a lot of people have already said before I even came here. I watched my first fan fest. That was really cool. That has nothing to do with AR, but I'm gonna throw that out there. I did really enjoy that. But yeah, my review of ARR is really good. I mean, this is kind of a review with like Final Fantasy 14 general and all, but this is all the content in ARR that I've done and I wanted to talk about. And I'm just getting into Heaven's Ward, and I already see some differences in Heaven's Ward, especially with like the whole map and stuff like that. Um, but yeah, it is really good, and I very much enjoy ARR a lot, and I know it's the worst part of the game, so I'm like, okay, I'm kind of curious to see what else Final Fantasy 14 brings me. The only other thing that I did not mention is I done the hunting's log a little bit, where you have like just certain monsters you have to go hunt around the world. I did that quite a bit as well for a while. Um, the combat of AR, it is slow. So I think it's pretty slow until like level 30, and then level 30 and up, it starts speeding up a bit. Which that to me, it didn't bother me that much. It's pretty much again. I think Final Fantasy treats it where if you're completely brand new, like this is your first MMO, they teach you in that pace. Like I think that's the picture. Maybe is that if you're completely brand new to an MMO, we're gonna take our time with you pretty much, and they slowly give you another button, slowly, and it'll teach you. And there's a lot when you start the game, absolutely a lot. They throw a lot of like tutorial stuff at you, but they do a pretty good job. And I do like I like how customizable you can do, even though there's like no add-ons or anything like that, which I think that's like against their like TOS pretty much. There's no add-ons, but man, they give you a lot where like you could pretty much move anything, create a bunch of different stuff. It's pretty cool, and it's neat. It takes a little bit. I was thinking about maybe making some tutorials on some stuff like that to help people out, which I do want to make some guides for this game. I really, really do. I'm like, I am totally sucked in to Final Fantasy 14. I really, really enjoy it, and there's so much more. It's crazy how packed the world is too in this game. It's just like I can keep rambling on about this stuff. I kind of want to just play Bard so I could play music. I love going in towns, and if you're just going into a random inn, there could be a live band in there. Oh, and the player housing I checked out. I can't afford one, but the housing's really really cool in this game. I mean, it is crazy how much stuff you can do. It's absolutely nuts. I've checked some people's houses. They're really really cool. I don't really know the housing system too much, but I think it's the best housing system I've seen. Honestly, like the things that you can do, and it's really really cool. And hopefully, when Ishgard gets some housing, I can maybe hop in there and get a house. I'm trying to get a house for our FC, but I don't have enough money right now. I have to save up. But anyways, the only other thing, what else was I forgetting? Oh man, I lost it. I lost my thought. There was something else I was gonna say, but I don't remember now. But yeah, this is my review of ARR. I think, I don't know, I'm hooked. I'm absolutely hooked onto this game. I'm loving it. If you want to join our FC, we're on was it Sargantinus, that server, and we're looking for people. So if you want to join, I plan on doing all content in the game because I'm a completionist. So even PvP, I do want to try PvP out. I haven't tried it yet. I think that'll be a video for later on. I don't want to make this into a super long video. We're already at 20 minutes, but yeah, there's a lot. There's a lot. And A Realm Reborn to me was not as bad as people told me, in my opinion. I could see for other people that it's going to be really slow for them. Because it does. Like I said earlier, it definitely slows down. And it takes a bit. I think the worst part was after 2.0. Personally, like, because I was like, oh, I'm getting to the exciting thing, like I'm getting close to Heavensward. I think literally I put like 4 or 5 titles, like I'm getting close to Heavensward. Tonight I might hit Heavensward, but I don't think I hit it for like 7 streams or whatever. Like my title kept being that, and it's just like I think I'm getting close. No, not there yet. So yeah. So that takes a while. Oh, and what I'll say about that was really hard after the 2.0 is when you do the quests and everything, you barely get any XP, and that kind of hurts. So I'm warning you, when you get there, they barely give you any XP. You have to do a quest grind, and you gotta get through it. Like I said, it gets better. It does, and I can't wait. I will do a Heavensward video like this as well. I'll probably tell you all the experiences that I did in Heavensward. That's kind of how my reviews are gonna do. Is I want to explain like everything I've done in this, and this is like I said, this is like 5 days of playing time in this review, and I did not talk about everything with all the other systems that they have in here. But yeah, there's a lot. And like I said, I'm not gonna make this video long. I'm rambling on. I apologize. But anyways, this is my review of A Realm Reborn. I enjoyed it, and everyone says it's the worst. So I can't wait for Heavensward and Stormblood, and definitely Shadowbringers. I just cannot wait to see what happens. I would like to know down in the comments what you guys thought of A Realm Reborn if you finished it yet. What is your general thoughts of it? All right, did you enjoy the quest lines? Did you, I don't know, did you enjoy your experience throughout the story so far through A Realm Reborn? But yeah, anyways, I'm oldish22. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you can hit the like button or hit the subscribe button, I'd really appreciate it. I'm gonna bring a lot more Final Fantasy content because there's so much to talk about. I might even do like more of a deep dive in like professions and stuff like that. But yeah, and I like the PvP. I do want to try out the PvP. I'd love to like figure out maybe how to make it better because people say people just don't do PvP really. Which, man, if Final Fantasy 14 can get their PvP up, whoo, yep, I think it'd be really good. I'm really curious because I want to see how it is, and maybe I can figure out some stuff to help improve it. But anyways, my name is oldish22. Like I said, hopefully you hit that like button, subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. But yeah, more Final Fantasy 14 videos coming for you. So I hope you have a great night or day, depending where you are or when you're listening to this video. But thank you again, and I'll see you all next time. Bye.